Hello viewers, I welcome you to the second part of the Microsoft Excel tutorials. In the first part we discussed about the components of Microsoft Excel, and we made use of an instructional material on Microsoft Excel 2013. But in this tutorial, this second part, we are going to look at the practical aspect of Microsoft Excel. Okay, as you can see, this is an overview of how a workbook looks like. You have the active cell, we have the cell, you have the column, you have the column headers, you have the row, and you have the row headers. The row is should I say horizontal, while the column is vertical. So now let's look at it. Let's start with the active cell. Okay, as you can see, this is an active cell. Okay, this A1 on the name box is an active cell. Now let's look at the column. This column, let's look at it. So this is the column. Are you seeing the arrow pointing downwards? It shows the column. Here the arrow pointing horizontal shows the row. Okay, now we have the row headers and the column headers. Okay, this is the column headers, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. The alphabetic ones are the column headers, while the numeric ones are the row headers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, now you have the sheets. You can add some of the sheets. Okay, let's see. Like here you have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. I can add sheet 6, can add sheet 7. So that is just an overview of the workbook. Initially we've talked about the ribbon and the tabs and the groups. Okay, so now let's continue. We also discussed in the previous tutorial how to create a workbook, or how to create a blank or a new workbook, which we will not discuss again in this tutorial. You can go back to the previous tutorial for more details. Okay, then we'll go straight to saving a workbook after you have created it. So now we want to save this. This is the title bar. We want to save it. How do we save it? Either you click on this, or you click on this office button on the file. So any way you want it, but let's click on this. Okay, so now I press, you see the book 4 is highlighted blue, so I click on delete, it goes off. Then I can now name it MS Excel tutorials. Okay, and I click save. The type of file is or document is an Excel workbook, so I click on save. See what happens. The title bar changes to MX Excel tutorials. Okay, we'll proceed to the next one. So these are the samples of how, as in the steps in which you can save a workbook. Now how to open also a workbook is easy. You just go to this place, you go to the you see new, or you go to it, let me close this, or you go to it, you see open. What do you want? Which file are you looking at? You type the file ms, okay, Excel tutorials. Are you seeing it? I click on it, okay, open. It's already open, okay. That's opened it again, but it's already open. So that is how to open it. Then you can see it here also, you can see it, okay. Now I want you to take note of this shortcut. It's good for you to understand how to navigate shortcuts with your keyboard, okay. You can pause the video for a while and take note of all these shortcuts. They are important in making your work fast, okay. Now we want to look at how to select cells, rows and column. So now how do you select a cell? Okay, how do you select a cell? Simply you click. I've selected a cell, okay. Now how do I select cell in range? That is to select a range of cell, okay. For instance, I want to select from here to this place, okay, to this 10, from B1 as you can see to B10. So what do I do? Okay, what do I do? Here it says click the first cell that you want to include in the range, hold down the shift key, okay, and then click the last cell in the range. That is the first step. The second step is you can drag from the first cell in the range to the last cell, okay. Now let's apply the first method, which is I'm clicking on this B1, okay. I'm holding, check on your keyboard, hold the shift key. I'm holding the shift key, okay. Then I want to click on this. Immediately I click on this, are you seeing what happens? Because I'm holding the shift key, it selects that range, that is from this point to this point. That is the first step, okay. Another step is, or another method is, I can click on this, then twice, that is double clicking, and I will drag it to this point, okay. See, I'm double clicking and I'm dragging it, okay. It is here. So that is how to select cells in range, okay. Now to select non-adjacent cells or ranges, that is, I want to select cells that are non-adjacent, okay. So now the first is, what I will do is to select the first cell or range, then which we've initially done, then I'll just hold down the control key and repeat the same process for another range, okay. See, we've already done this. So now what I just do is, I've already selected this range. What I just do is I hold the shift key, and for example I want to select from D1 to D10 again. What I do is I double click and drag to D10 because I'm holding my control key on the keyboard. Have you seen what happens? I've selected range of cells, okay. Now let me now make it more practical for you. Maybe I write 34 here, 45, 55, 57, 60, 70, let's use 70, okay. So I want to select this range from here to here. So I double click on this and drag, are you seeing? Or I click on it, hold the shift key, come to the 70 and it selects the range. Okay, the same thing goes with this. If I have 67, 56, 87, 90, 65, 23. Okay, so I want to select these two ranges. Okay, what do? I click on this, hold the shift key, I click on this, it selects it. Okay, then I hold the control key, I come back to this range, I click on it. Okay, after clicking on it, I hold the shift key and I click on this last one, it selects the ranges. Okay, so that is how to select cells in range or in ranges. Okay, so you can see them displayed. Okay, then let's look at entering data. We've already entered data in the previous work we just did. Now we've entered data, but let's enter date and time. We just entered numbers. Let's try date and time. For you to enter date in Excel, you select the cell in which you want to enter the date, then you type the month, the day and the year, with each number separated by a forward slash, okay, or a hyphen, then you press enter. So let's try it. Okay, let's try it. Say 23rd, either I use this of April 2020, then I press enter. I've entered date. Okay, now let's enter the time. They said in entering time, you select the cell in which you want to enter the time, type the hour, then you put a column, the minutes, then after the minute you press the space bar from your keyboard, then you type A, which indicates AM, or you type P, which indicates PM, then you press enter key. So let's do it. Let's type, say 12:30, 12, then the column. How do I use the column? I press from my own keyboard, I press the shift key and the column together. It now shows me the column. Then I type 30, I press space. Okay, then P for PM and I enter. Are you seeing what happens? It has shown me that it's 12:30. Okay, then that is how to enter data, that is date and time. Okay, so how do I delete the data? Okay, let's look at the replacing of data before deleting. Select the cell that contains the data you want to replace, type in new data and press enter. So I want to replace this. I've selected it. Okay, I've selected it. I can press delete, it goes. Then I now type anything I want, maybe 130. Okay, That is that. Okay, that is that. I've replaced the previous one with this new one. Okay, so deleting data, I've already done it. Okay, I selected the data, the cell. After selecting it, I just clicked on delete from the keyboard. It goes off. Okay, so that is how to delete data. Now let's look at moving and copying cells. Here, to move or copy a cell, select the cell that you want to move or copy. Okay, see how now let me show you the way, the short way of doing it. For instance, I want to copy this range, this to this. I want to copy it. I click on this. Okay, hold the shift key, come here, it selects it. Okay, it has already selected this range. So what do? I right click. When I right click, I click on copy. What happens? Are you seeing this? This shows that you are copying a cell. Okay, I now come here, I paste. Are you seeing it? Okay, let's do this one. I come here, I click on it, I click on this first one, I hold the shift key, I come to this 23, this last cell in the range. It selects it selects the range. Then I right click on from my keyboard, I click copy. Then I come to this one. After selecting the cell, I right click, I click on paste. So are you seeing this? Indicates that the cell is undergoing, copying, or is being moved. So for me to remove this, I just click outside, I double click outside, it is off. Okay, so that is how to move or copy a cell. Okay, so yes, copy a cell. So let's pasting, clearing cell, undoing and redoing changes. If I want to undo all these things, if I want to undo instead of deleting, I can just click on this, I go back. Okay, I keep on. Okay, it goes back to the initial. I can click on redo to go back to the stage I want, any stage I want. So that is the essence of the undo and the redo. Okay, so how do you formatting a worksheet? Let's see how to format a worksheet. Okay, you go to the font and you format. Okay, this is your home tab, this is the font. Okay, let me remove this. I have to click outside, double click outside the box, is over. Okay, now this is the font under the home tab. Okay, I want to, maybe I want to bold this figure and make it italics. Okay, see what happens. I select the range. From this, I hold the shift key. Okay, and come to this point, that's been selected already. So what happens is that I come here, I bolden it, italicize it, put, underline it. Then if I want to add border, I add the border. Are you seeing? Okay, if I want to remove the border, I select it as usual. I click on no border. If I want only the top, okay, if I want to let me remove the underlining, I select them, I remove this. Okay, it's off. Okay, so I want to put only border on this one, this cell. What happens? I click on it, I select it, then the border should be on the bottom. So you see it's on the bottom, as you can see. So let me remove the border. Okay, no border. Okay, so aligning data. Let's look at aligning data, how to align your data. Okay, so this is my data. I want to align it. Okay, I come here, I select this, I hold the control, I select this. Okay, I'm coming, I select this. Okay, I hold the control, I select this. Okay, then I want to align it. Either I use any of this alignment. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Okay, okay, are you saying? Are you saying? Are you saying? Are you saying? Okay, are you saying if I click this, it goes to the left, middle, and the right side? Okay, so that is that on aligning. Okay, now let's look at indenting. Indenting, which we've done before. Indenting is, as this data is, we want to, so that we want to make them in such a way that they will not be at the edge, let them be at the middle. Okay, are you saying they are at the middle? So that is indentation. Okay, now let's look at how to rotate data and how to wrap data. Okay, for instance, I typed God is good. Okay, or let me use the Lord is good. The Lord is good. Okay, are you saying this? I want to make this, I want to make this, okay, to be well oriented. Okay, see what happens. Either I click this, are you saying, or I click this anyhow. Okay, so now you find out that the okay, let's use this so that you understand. You find out that this, the Lord is good, this good enters, cuts across this cell. Okay, so which means that we want is good, we merge the two cells. Okay, so what do? I select this one. Okay, I hold the shift, I come, I select. Okay, so what do? I come to merge and center, I click merge and merge. Either I use merge and center. If I use merge and center, you see what? Okay, let's just use merge cell. Okay, I've merged the cell, it still it retains this. Okay, if I want to merge and center, Okay, are you saying it has merged and centered it, that centralized it to make it more reasonable? Okay, so now I can still change this. I go back to this and make it okay, and make it which other style do you want? I just want us to understand how to rotate. Rotate. Are you saying it? The orientation you want. So that is that and that. Now let's look at wrapping text. Okay, how to wrap text. For instance, I have Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, I want this to be wrapped instead of it cutting across like this. So what do? I click the cell, I come to text wrapping. You see Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, let me redo it for you. Let me undo it and restart afresh. Okay, I'm deleting the content. Okay, I've deleted. I clicked and deleted. So let's start again. Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, I click outside the box. Okay, I go back, I click on it, then I click on under the home tab. I go to, as in the home tab, I go to the alignment. I click on text wrap. Okay, when I text wrap it, see what happens. Okay, it now breaks it well in a proper way. Microsoft PowerPoint, but within the cell, not cutting across any other cell. Okay, so that is that on text wrapping or wrapping a data. Okay, I've talked about merging cells. I've talked about I don't know if we talked about copying cell, how to copy cell, and in case, as a recap, in case we've not done it, to copy cell, I just select this, hold the shift key, copy, I come here, I right click, I paste. Okay, this indicates that it's copied, it's undergoing copying. You understand? For this thing to go out, I have to double click outside it. It's off. Okay, so if I want to print my work, I can just go to this office button or the file tab. As you can see, it's written, click here to open, save or print, and see everything else you can do with your document. So if I click on this, I go to print. Okay, so this is print, preview, quick print, so but it's good with preview it. So I've previewed it. If it is okay like this, I print it. If it is not okay, I go to this page setup. But before then, I can click on show margins if I want, but it's not necessary. I remove it, it's off. Then I go here, is it portrait or landscape? Okay, portrait is okay. The sheet, the margins which I clicked initially here doesn't make sense for this document. Let's go to the sheet. Okay, I I want the grid lines to show. So if I click it and then click OK, you see the grid line shows. Okay, it shows before you print out. When you are done with the adjustment, you can go to your print. Okay, you see it has already demarcated the portion you print. So I check my printer, is it in line with what the printer I want to print out the document. If it is okay, what document am I going to print? Is it all? Is it the current page, or any one I want, any selection I want? Is it active page, active sheet? This is the active sheet. So it should print all the active sheets. Okay, but I may remove this. Let me see if it will go. It won't. Okay, which means that I should print all these active sheets. Okay, so if I click on ignore print areas, it will ignore it. Okay, so I've made the selection I want. I can now click on OK. But make sure that everything is well. If you click OK, you get your work printed out. So that is how to print. Then how to get help. I can click on this icon here, Microsoft Office. If I click it, it opens. Any question I want to ask, anything that is confusing me, I can type it and search for a solution to my question, either offline or online. If what the computer has stored already is not enough to answer your question, you can now browse it online. Okay, so but for now it's offline. Okay, so you close. So let's check what else again. Okay, how to close it. Then we're done. You click on this. Are you saying close? As soon as you click on it, your work is closed. Okay, so that is that on Microsoft Excel. Okay, but for this part, there are other advanced aspect of Microsoft Excel, which has to do with conditional formatting table, formatting yourself, how to edit, sort, find your selection, and lots more. It's more advanced. Okay, that will be treated in the next tutorial. But for now, do the practicals of that which you've learned now. Do the practical. When you're good at it, you can now do that of the advanced Microsoft Excel. So I thank you for listening. I thank you for being part of these tutorials. I want you to like this page, subscribe on it, share the link. If you have any question, let me know. Okay, I remain Daniel Oboenyi, and I hope to see you in the next tutorials, which is the advanced aspect of the Microsoft Excel. Thank you and have a nice practice.